I've been married 3 times. For a long time, I felt like a failure because of that. I thought, how can I be a therapist helping others when I can't even get my own house in order? Yeah, that's shameful. Yeah. But here's the brutal truth. I had to fail twice to learn how to be a partner who actually respects herself. My father was a narcissist and my mother was an alcoholic. I was trained from birth to overfunction and settle for crumbs. Yeah. It took over 40 years of inner work and 2 divorces to realize that a relationship isn't a project, it's a partnership. I didn't even know what that meant. I married my 3rd husband last year at 58, and it's the most peaceful thing I've ever known. Here are 10 truths about relationships that I wish I knew 30 years ago. Oh well, más o menos. The 10 truths. Love is not enough. We've been fed a lie that love conquers all. You know what? It doesn't. Compatibility, shared values, and emotional maturity conquers all. That's what conquers all. Love, that's just the entry fee. You attract what you are ready to tolerate. In my first 2 marriages, I tolerated hot and cold behavior because I didn't think I deserved warm and consistent. You don't get what you want, you get what you settle for. A relationship is a bonus, not a necessity. I had to build a life as a nomad that I loved alone before I was healthy enough to be with someone else. If you need them to survive or feel complete, it's a hostage situation, not a relationship. Chemistry is often just trauma recognition. That spark that people talk about, often it's just your nervous system recognizing a familiar pattern of chaos from your childhood. Look at your previous relationships and see if they made you feel the same way as you did in your childhood. If so, you need to train your nervous system to seek out safe and warm instead of unsafe and frustrating. I wrote a book about that. I'm not here to sell it to you, but I'll link it in the description if you want to check it out. You can't fix a man's character. I spent decades thinking my love was a magic wand. It's not. If he doesn't want to grow, your support is just enabling his stagnation. Do you understand that? You are enabling. When I was ready to date after having done deep personal work and plant medicine, I would ask a potential partner, which kind of therapy or personal work was most life-changing for you and why? And I would ask it on the first or second date because I've done all this personal work and I don't want to be with someone who hasn't made the same effort. Okay? Or someone who thinks they don't need to do personal work. No, thank you. At one point, I even dated a psychologist. He had never been in therapy. How does that work? Boundaries don't push the right people away. I used to be terrified that if I spoke my truth or set a boundary, I'd be abandoned. My 3rd husband actually loves me more when I'm direct. So, the wrong people leave, the right people lean in. Thank you. Conflict is information. Healthy couples, they don't not fight. They fight, but to find a solution, not to win a war. If every disagreement feels like a trial, you're in the wrong courtroom. Being an emotional orphan makes you an overgiver. Because I didn't get what I needed as a child, I tried to earn love and make myself worthy by doing everything for my partners, everything I thought that they wanted me to do. And I had to learn to receive. And it feels so good. The small things are the big things. It's not the grand gestures. It's how he treats you when you're tired. How he speaks about his exes. And if he keeps his word about his promises. Character is found in the mundane, in the everyday. It's never too late for the happy ending. Some people told me to settle because at your age there aren't any good men left. Well, I didn't listen, did I? I waited and I worked on myself and I found exactly what I wanted at 55. You know what? I'd rather be alone than settle. Thank the universe that I didn't have to. I'm sitting here today free and loved because I stopped being afraid of being alone and I started loving myself fully. So, which of these truths hit your heart today? Are you overgiving or are you finally ready to be supported? Tell me in the comments. Next time, we're going to get even more specific. I'm going to share 10 harsh truths about men that every woman needs to hear if she wants to stand in her power. That's going to be interesting. Subscribe and don't forget, don't settle. You deserve better.